All right, well, I'm going to be in Isaiah chapter 40, going to be in a couple places there. I don't think I have to pray since our brother prayed for us already, so thank you. All right, Isaiah chapter 40, verses 28 to 31 have really been a support for me since I've been saved. But just really going through the entire chapter really has shown me a lot more of who God is and really how our view of him should be. Because we think of him as being like, we've heard of it, like, oh, he's the God of creation, he is the God, the creator God, and all these different things. But how often do we look to that aspect of God to give us hope, to give us something that we can stand on, to give us something that we can draw closer to God about? How often do we use creation to do that? How often do we think of God being the creator for that matter? I want to start with verse 18 in Isaiah chapter 40. To whom then will ye liken God? Or what likeness will ye compare unto him? The workman melteth a graven image, and the goldsmith spreadeth it over with gold, and casteth silver's chains. He that is so impoverished that he hath no oblation chooseth a tree that will not rot. He seeketh unto him a cunning workman to prepare a graven image that shall not be moved. So this is talking about how people in general, in those days and even now today, we see a lot of idolatry. We create a God in our own image, or we create a God that, I don't know, whatever image you want to put to it. And that's going to be God for me. That's what this is really about here, this little section. And that's God. But now understanding or thinking about how weird that is, that you're creating your own God. You're fashioning him however you want to. So really, you're making yourself God, because you're taking the creator that gave you the intellect to even do that, to make yourself a God to what's suited to you. And that's, the genius of God, that he's made us in his likeness to be able to be creative like that. And yet we remove him out of the picture by making yourself a God and being ourselves God. And then this question here in verse 21, have ye not known? Have ye not heard? Hath it not been told you from the beginning? Have ye not understood from the foundations of the earth? In another sense, do you not have understanding? Like, you're alive, you have eyes that God gave to you. Look around you, look to yourself. Who holds you? Look outside. Who made all of this? And even if no one has talked to you about God, it's given to you right here by him, that you know that there is a God, that you are not your own God, and that were created by someone, and you should look to him. These questions should cause us and should cause an unbeliever to ponder these things and to look to God. Verse 22, it is he that sitteth upon the circle of the earth, and the inhabitants thereof are as grasshoppers, that stretcheth out the heavens as a curtain, and spreadeth them out as a tent to dwell in, that bringeth the princes to nothing. He maketh the judges of the earth as vanity. Yea, they shall not be planted. Yea, they shall not be sown. Yea, their stock shall not take root in the earth. And he shall also blow upon them, and they shall wither, and the whirlwind shall take them away as stubble. So all the human intellect, all the human advances, and whatever you want to or whoever you want to think of, like an inventor or creator or whatever, is as nothing before God. Even the judges of the earth is nothing before God, because outside of him, really, wisdom is of him. And so then we go down again to verse 26, or actually verse 25. To whom then will ye liken me, or shall I be equal, saith the Holy One? To whom? Then verse 26. Lift up your eyes on high, and behold, who hath created these things, that bringeth out their host by number? He calleth them all by names, by the greatness of his might, for that he is strong in power, not one faileth. Why sayest thou, O Jacob, and speakest, O Israel, my way is hid from the Lord, and my judgment is passed over from my God? Again, as we're seeing here different revelations of God and who he is and what he's done and all his mighty works, then we have a question again. And I think that's what we should focus on sometimes as well. Okay, God has done all this right here. Who is he to me then? How can I apply that to myself? How can I draw closer to my God, understanding that the wisdom of man is nothing and that he created all of that and myself? How can I go to my God rather to glorify him because of that? And how can I humble myself before him as well, knowing that I have really nothing to boast in myself, right? So all these different things, who God is as the creator, and the fact that he's the mighty one, the fact that he's done all these marvelous works, should cause us to wonder at him and of him and be like, wow, God, you're amazing. And that should already create praise in us. I mean, it's crazy creating praise within me just reading this, just understanding who he is. And then again, verse 27, why sayest thou, O Jacob, and speakest, O Israel, my way is hid from the Lord, and my judgment is passed over from my God? Really? Like, how can we think that as well when we know of who he is? Or perhaps we are causing ourselves to be ignorant and to ignore who God is in our lives because we want to do our own thing and, again, be as God. And then these verses, verse 28 to the end, hast thou not known? Hast thou not heard that the everlasting God, the Lord, the creator of the ends of the earth, fainteth not, neither is weary? There is no searching of his understanding. He giveth power to the faint, and to them that have no might he increaseth strength. Even the youth shall faint and be weary, and the young man shall utterly fall. But they that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles. They shall run and not be weary, and they shall walk and not faint. So there's a vast or a big difference between who we are and who God is, obviously. And these questions that are in this chapter should cause us to just think about God and to take our focus off of ourselves. And if we have problems, also take all those things and those problems up to God, our Creator, the Mighty One, the Holy One, the one that sits upon the circle of the earth, and remind ourselves of who our God is and our problems, and even if we've fallen, to go back to Him, to renew our strength in Him, and to wait upon Him no matter what it is that you're waiting on in this season of your own life, because He is our God. It's not just Jacob's God, right? He's our God, and we have that promise that we can go to Him and that He will hear us, and we won't faint because we have His strength. He provides His strength to us. So just a reminder for all of us today. Thank you.